It's described as being the deadliest storm to hit the U.S. mainland since Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Helene's death toll is now more than 200 people, and it could rise higher as searchers make their way toward the hardest to reach places. The storm washed out roads and knocked out electricity, water, and cellular service, impacting thousands. Jason Guidola joins us live tonight with the latest on this. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Nicole. U.S. President Joe Biden continues his tour through the southeastern states today, and the White House says financial relief and aid is on the way for those impacted. However, many say they haven't seen a dime yet.
You can't adequately describe it in words. We've never seen anything like this here in Asheville. It's unprecedented.
Those were the words from the mayor of Asheville, North Carolina, trying to describe the destruction that Helene has left behind. U.S. officials also say the death toll from the devastation is at more than 200 people and expect that number to rise. Search and rescue operations continue in the Appalachian Mountains, where rapid rising waters swept away homes and people. One man describes the last conversation he had with his missing father.
We're hoping we can start to piece together maybe what exactly happened in the moments leading up. I know the main thing that he was stressing inside his phone conversations was he wanted to make sure that my uncle and my mom did not come home, because he knew that the waters were starting to get bad.
Roads are washed away, thousands are in need of fresh food and water, and close to 1 million people are without power.
When you're in an area like the Appalachians that has steep slopes, steep terrain, mountainous, the water has nowhere to go. And as a consequence, it's very fast moving. It leads to flash floods that wipes out soil and sediment and infrastructure and roads.
Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden continues his tour of the aftermath along the southeastern United States today, while hundreds of thousands are waiting for relief and aid. The U.S.'s federal agency tasked to help with disasters says it's issuing cash to help with immediate needs. However, it admits it won't have enough funds for the entire hurricane season.
So really nobody was that prepared. We haven't seen FEMA, we haven't seen Red Cross, we haven't seen Hearts with Hands, we've seen no agencies come through here.
The agency known as FEMA wouldn't say how much is needed to fill the funding gap, but call on Congress to help.
So we should do whatever we need to do to take care of them. If that means first making sure that every type of fund within FEMA or within DHS that can be transferred temporarily there to serve the immediate needs, we should do it. Secondly, if Congress has to come back for a week or for a few days to make sure that we can appropriate money so that they're taken care of, then that's what we ought to do.
Even if you got the maximum amount of support, it's grossly inadequate compared to the losses that people have faced. It's really just meant to help get people food, water, hotels if possible. But at this point in time, this is still, they're still looking for bodies. They're still trying to get drinking water to people.
U.S. officials believe the amount of missing people in remote areas of North Carolina and neighboring states is likely in the hundreds, a task that may be difficult as the affected regions are expecting more rainfall in the coming days. Nicole.